First league game on Saturday.
Yeah.
Are Dundee United ready?
Yeah, look, we see after the game how far we are, but let's go and talk about that. The first league game at home in Tannadice, we have a good, strong Dunfermline, who at the moment he had also some changes in the squad, but I saw the last two games, he scored a lot of goals, yeah, very impressive, so we have to go and to top them at Saturday. Yeah.
Their start in the Betfred League Cup has been very good in contrast to where Dundee United have been. Does that cause you concern?
No, definitely not. This is everybody have his own target. We have also a target, and you have right. He was not very good in this cup games, or we can tell also in pre-season games. So in the last game we scored 4 goals, but before we didn't. We had 1 goal, and after we considered 1 mid penalty, and after we scored against 1 goal, and we considered 1 in the penalty. So in this case we have to be definitely more better, but generally the league is the most important now, and always the first game, you know, this is so that every team we want to win his first game, everybody want to have a good start. I respect our opponent Dunfermline. He's really dangerous for every single team. For this reason we must be very concentrated. We have to keep the ball in the ground, we have to play quick football, we have to pass the ball in the front too, and we have to try to score, and then also don't forget the defense. We have 2 very good strikers who scored together now just in last 2 games a lot of goals, so we must be prepared to play against them.
And with the league being your number 1 priority, will you approach the game any differently to the way you've approached the games previously?
Look, I think I want just to tell you generally, it's indifferent to talk about the championship, or you talk about the Scottish Premier League, or you go in the La Liga or Bundesliga. If a club play in the league, for them the league is always the priority. So for this reason I don't make any difference that the cup, we talk about the League Cup. Yeah, the League Cup, it was also our priority so far, that to try a new team, to try the players, to put the players in the shape. But in the other side, yeah, it's the League Cup, and we don't had really good results. But in the other way, the league, I think for every single team, this is his priority. He don't want to be relegated. The other, he want to go up. The other, he looks to be somewhere in the middle. For this reason, he put priority. I think in this season in the Scottish Championship, this is very competitive. I can tell you that even today, if I count maybe 5 teams, if you ask 5 teams, all the 5s, or maybe even 6 teams, you are thinking that in this year, very competitive league, but on the other side, if it's possible, we want to be in the top 2, top 3, we want to promote, we want to move ahead, you know, we can talk about here, look, just honestly, we take Inverness, we take Ross County, we take Patrick Tissot, we take even Falkirk, we take Dunfermline, we take Dundee United. I told you 6 teams who really for a couple of years he played all in the Scottish Premier League, and he have ambition. I think all the 6 teams, he have a lot of ambition, and you have also teams who just come up and he don't want to go down again. He have also his ambition, so this is very competitive. For this reason, yeah, the league is long, tough, and our target is definitely the league.
What if the sidelights of the League Cup is the form of Yannick Moemba? What have you made of him as a player?
Again, I don't understand you.
Yannick with the player.
Yeah.
What have you made of his form in the opening game?
Yeah, the Yannick maybe come 1 week too late, but on the other side he's here. He's a player who can make also the difference. You know, you saw in the last game, and yeah, I think he's from the physical side, he's definitely good even for 90 minutes. Yeah.
And Declan Glass, how important a player could he be for you this season?
At the moment you cannot put over Declan Glass the pressure over his shoulder now that he will be. He is a very talented player who we have to build it up, you know. And we don't ask Declan now just take the team over your shoulder. We have a lot of experienced player who have to help Declan to be one time a very good football player for Dundee United. So for this reason I took Declan from the beginning of this pre-season with the first team, and even in the last season he was sometime in the bench. If I remember, I changed already in last season sometime in the game to feel how is the championship, and now he get more and more chance, and you see that yeah, he's a player who can be in the offensive departure from every team, a very important player. He have danger, he bring danger from the second line, and definitely he can play football, but he have to learn a little bit how to deal also with the pressure. So I think the Declan he deserved to be there where he is, and we have to look over him to bring more higher and more higher level. But we have also, especially in the midfield, huge competition. Hopefully, 2 weeks, 10 days is the Fraser 5 also back, you know, and I hope that very quick he's adapting back to the game after his injury. And now we have with Christoph Rabic, with Adam Barton, Fraser 5, with Sam Stanton. We can put even Declan Glass 5 players for maybe 2 positions. The competition is there.
What about anyone else joining the club or leaving the club?
Yeah, I told also that we are definitely open, and we take to consideration if somebody make an offer for our players. Actually, I don't heard nothing from nobody that come and then made the offer. And the other side, if somebody come, okay, we will listen to them. And we must be also prepared if somebody leaving immediately to have the possibility to replace him. And the other side, yes, we are still looking maybe for 1 or 2 players, but for one definitely in one position. And yeah, we have somebody in the mind. I hope really very quick we can do, or it will be made a decision, not from our side, but generally yes, we are still. I told you guys that we are looking. We don't want to throw the money out in the window. We have to be 100%. If somebody come here in, this is the direct help. I hope that this week definitely we can close also this chapter.
It's difficult, isn't it, this time of year, because players have so many options.
This is one thing, yes, and it's not my phone. I don't have any phone. No, there's, you know, I tell you how is that if you until now you don't get your players in, or until now you don't know your target to find no player. It's very difficult, especially you have to know that all the good players already have clubs. Yeah, who don't have a club is something wrong, because just go from, let's say, from Iceland over Russia until until Scotland and UK. Now everywhere the league he begin, you know. And the teams he tried to have all the time the team together. Maybe you can pick for millions and 100 millions, 10 million. So, but generally in the market in which one we are dealing and moving there, it is very difficult to pick the right player, because you have really daily 100 offers, and the most players who are offered just know it, you don't have clubs. You can make also the question mark why, you know. Yeah, it's because the league everywhere beginning. Our target, which one we have in the head, we knows that these players here are there, here are training with the clubs. Just we want to be sure that we can take to us, you know, and for this reason is difficult to deal with this, because you have to first also convince the player, you have to convince also the club, you have to convince also that the Scottish Championship is not, let's say, it's not the Scottish Premier League, you know. It's, if we are in the Scottish Premier League, I think it's more easier to attract players from everywhere, even down from England or even from other parts from Europe.
Is the player you're talking about, are they based in this country or UK or?
Well, if he come here, he will be based in Dundee, yes.
Not at the moment.
And 25 miles around Dundee.
Lovely.
Any team news for tomorrow?
This is so that the great Karen, he training with the team. Murdoch tomorrow he train also. No, this week he train with the team. Billy King not, and this is which one also very difficult, because the Billy King really is an important player for us. But at the moment, I think he need to be in the pitch more than 2 weeks.
Have you decided who your goalkeeper's going to be on Saturday?
This is a very difficult decision, but at the moment not. We have really 2 good goalkeepers, but I think both goalkeepers he will get enough game time in this season, so that nobody will be unsatisfied. But at the moment, really, this is a difficult decision, because both, okay.